Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Owoh's Corner, my own little corner of art. In today's stream, I'm gonna keep doing my teaser trailer. I'm very close to complete, and really all I need to do now is just color a few scenes, and then there's scene 5 that I need to finish doing the line art for certain segments. With scene 5, there's a lot of moving up. I wouldn't say there's a lot of moving objects, but there are a lot of areas and places where it moves and shifts a lot. So what I'm trying to do is definitely just finish this up, clean it up, and hopefully by the end of this stream, I'll be done with coloring for scene 4, and then I can get into the next scene and then work on the backgrounds because that's really all I need to work on. Things are really winding down and finishing up. So yeah, things are going pretty good right now. Now, as I color, there are certain areas and segments that weren't properly drawn or weren't properly what's the proper or weren't properly closed. So when I use the fill button, it doesn't fill the object. So that's something that I do have to go back and take care of, go back and do, which is fill some of these objects. For right now, at least, what I want to do is hide the segments that are the railing segments. So then I can see what I'm drawing, pay close attention to it, and make sure I fill it out. So I will say that some of the key design factors and the key areas of Ayo's design are definitely his hands as well as his arms because those are that as well as his eyes, as well as his left eye, I would say are his most defining features because he has this corruption to his body, this scarred corruption that has shifted and altered him. Because when I was designing Ao, I wanted to give him, this is going to sound kind of bad, but I wanted to give him a trauma, or rather, some sort of. I wanted to express that this was a character that went through a sort of trauma, a physical trauma that left him scarred and changed in some way. So that's why his arms are tainted as well as his left eye. Like he has a his left eye is red and then his arms have this gray black ick on them. And that comes from the void, the small pocket plane or in between place that he was shunted into. And so essentially for this character, his body was being torn apart and stitched back together because of the magic in this world. His body was healing himself, but the direct and raw exposure to magic was destroying him at the same time. And with that, the magic sort of seeped into his body and tainted him. So his arms have this blackish gray with a hint of purple taint to them. Like if he were to remove, he wears sleeves along his arms, so it's actually kind of hard to tell. If you're like a at first glance, you may think, oh, he's just wearing like cool gloves. Like no, those are his arms. Like his arms were burnt, charred, destroyed. Like that's just how he looks now. And the magic also seeped into his mind, and that's what is causing him. There's some turmoil and also and some character issues that are going to be explored with him throughout the series and throughout the show, where he may have bouts of PTSD or he may act strangely. I'm also thinking of implementing something called the calling or like the return, where essentially the void is calling back to him, and that's another thing that he has to grapple with and fight. Like I want to stay in the world, but at the same time, like I'm being called to go back, and I don't know why. Like I thought that place was done with me. But it is going to be something very exciting and very fun to explore. Now, what I want to avoid is Ao becoming the strongest character in the world. Like he's not the strongest. I'm not trying to make a an American shonen. I'm essentially trying to tell he's powerful because he's smart and he knows how to weave magic. He's not powerful because of some demi plane that he was stuck in for who knows how long. I mean, he has a PhD in like chemistry, rocket science, and there's like a bunch of different sciences and veins of technology and that he has studied in. So that's where he draws his powerful magic from. Like in this world, to be a powerful mage or to be powerful with magic, you either need to be two things. You either need to be very creative or you need to be very smart. Because a key factor of this world is magic is all about perception. It's how you perceive your magic being done. It's how you commit to magical acts and air quotes spells. Yeah, that's one thing I do need to fix. Like when I was filling out the character, I forgot about the scars on his arm. So there are these frames like right here and right there where yeah, I'm gonna fix that. I'll fix it in a minute. I'm in the middle of something. Wait 1 second. Let me finish these hands first before I start saying, "Oh, I need to fix that. Oh, I need to fix this." let's see here. I know this seems kind of like, what's the word? Unprofessional or kind of lazy, but I'm just going to use the eyedropper tool to find the color. Then I'm going to go back and I'm going to just fill the color out. Like that's the best way to save time, and honestly, it's a lot better than trying to go at something the long way, because you have to remember, like, you are going to be animating and working on several several different frames, and you oftentimes have deadlines, so you can't really be picky choosy. Sometimes you just gotta complete the job. Like that's just how it is in the industry. I'm just being honest with y'all. Okay, that's one set down. Now to go to the body. I am gonna have to clean this up though. So let me go to this. Looking at my past line art, I'm definitely glad that I've grown and gotten better, at least somewhat, with my animation as well as my skill, because I'm seeing this now and like my hand movements were very shaky. Like I was very hesitant. But I do think that as I go over this, clean it up a bit, I have grown and gotten better with how I animate and how I try to mm, go about things. Oh, and I started using the fluid brush and not the regular brush, because this brush right here, it picks up everything, every shake, every little ripple or whatever you do, every inconsistency. The regular Adobe Anime brush picks that all up. So if you want like clear lines that feels more so like Photoshop, definitely choose the fluid brush. If I could best describe it, using the fluid brush is kind of like it's kind of like doing a raster piece on vector software. That's just how good it feels. Now, I haven't actually used any raster animation software yet, like I think ZBrush or Clip Studio, but likely this is my best guess. More than likely, I would in fact have to hand paint every single frame. I mean that's just my best guess because I'm going off of my knowledge of Photoshop. Now, if there is like a better way, like maybe you could fill and then you could go back in and like fill in like the lines or like the little pixels that the fill brush didn't get. That could be one way. But as far as I know, I mean, I know very little, but still. I haven't drawn hands like that since. It's actually kind of wild seeing like the little things I used to do. Let me actually go in and like try to fix this. Just gonna like resize it and move a little bit if I can. Cause gosh, like I've gotten way better at drawing hands. And that's actually kind of I don't want to say the strange thing, but like definitely something I've noticed is like when I was still in college, people would say, "Oh, Moby, you draw hands so good. I wish I could draw hands like you." And it's like, are you sure my hands are good? Because I don't see it. Hmm. But I guess that's just the thing about like art. It's really in the mind of the viewer because there are likely tons of things, many things that you're good at or you can do that other people are like, wow, that's actually really good. It's really just a matter of like reference and communication. Dang, now his hair is in the way. One of the downsides of making a character with a long hair, it gets in the way. Like real life. Took a sip of some coffee. Let's see here. I'd like to make a dedicated video to this subject, but essentially, I'd like to talk about just the rapid uptick of like scam job applications and scam job postings and you'll see it everywhere. It's on LinkedIn, it's on Indeed, monster.com, all of the job listing apps and sites. There are a lot of people that just make fake listings to try and get you to sign up for something or send you an electronic check or buy a smartphone or something, because they'll go through the bells and whistles. Like they'll say, "Oh yes, we want to ask you some screening questions. Email us your results." Or like do XYZ, have like this text based interview. I just want to say this real quick. Any company that has a text based interview and you can't secure a webcam interview, 9 out of 10 times that is a scam. Like, but what baffles me, what shocks me, and what really this is my platform, this is my channel, I can say it. What really pisses me off is the fact that they try to scam people looking for work, and they're trying to scam people that ain't got no money. Like, I'm applying for a job because I don't have any money. So why are you gonna send me a fake check, try to contact your bank and try to get, in air quotes, get your funds back or like re-transfer the funds from my accounts? I don't got that money. So why are you it's really dumb shit. It's really foolish, dumb, crazy shit. Cause if you're gonna scam someone, at least be smart about it. That's my whole thing. I know it's hard out here. I know people are struggling, but if you go and scam somebody, at least be smart and choose your targets wisely. Cause don't target people that don't have any money. If scam people with money, don't scam people without money. Cause if you scam a person without money, you ain't gonna get nothing from them. At least with a rich person, they might say, you know what, I respect your guts. I'm going to give you a job. Or I respect that you were willing to do that. I'm gonna let that slide. You can have that money, but like you gonna scam a poor person, or you gonna scam someone who's struggling? That makes no sense, and it keeps happening. Like that's the wild thing is it keeps happening. And I'm like, why? Why scam a person? They don't have any money for you to take. You're not gonna get anything from them. Even if they do have an account with some money in it, how much you really think you're gonna get from that person? Like maybe $50, maybe 100. But no, you sending people checks for like 1,700 so many dollars saying, oh yeah, this is a remote position, or oh yeah, you have a home office. You just need to buy your own equipment and we'll send you a check. And I'm like, for starters, no company, and let me get close to my mic, no company is going to send you a check and have you buy your own equipment. No company does that. No matter what bells and whistles, or we want you to get used to the marketing team, or it's a financial reason, or oh, we're going through some difficulties on our end. No company that offers remote positions will ever will ever give you a check to buy your own equipment. They'll either let you use your own tools. They'll either mail you the equipment, or they're gonna have some sort of web page or app that you can log into or download to track your progress and track your work. And like, I'm here to warn y'all because the people, I'm not gonna say everyone, but there are certain people who watch my channel who are young adults, college students who are, trying to bust into the scene or have their big debut or find work somehow, some way. So like, this is to warn y'all and to just say like, don't fall for that shit because it's really dumb. It's sad, and honestly, just to say this, it's also very pathetic. Like, you have to scam poor people. Like you really have to scam poor people. Like you couldn't contact Elon Musk or Bill Gates or whoever with a lot of money. Like no, you have to try to trick thousands of dollars out of someone who doesn't even have that money. So you're not even gonna get it. It's honestly mind-boggling and baffling how stupid, sad, and pardon my language, but pathetic some people can be. And to an extent, I get it. Like life is hard. Nothing ever goes as you plan. Nothing ever goes as you want it to. Like shit, I work fucking retail and I hate my job, but at least I'm dealing with it until something better comes along. But like you gotta scam people, like, and you gotta scam, and you doing the dumb thing and scamming people without money. Like I've seen it all. I have honestly say I've seen it all, or at the very least I've seen enough. I have seen enough in this life, and I'm only damn 22 years old, 23 in August, but mind-boggling, crazy, like just. I mean, but like, even though I'm not working in the studio now, and like I've applied. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I've applied. I've tried to do. I've done everything. Gone to LinkedIn. Gone to other websites. Gone to the job site directly. And like I still put applications in even after being rejected so many times. But like at least I'm trying, and at least I'm doing something. Okay, I'd have to. Something is wrong because I can't fill this layer. I think. Yep, that was the issue. Okay, my coloring is coming along nicely. Okay, I think that's it. Yeah, I think I. mm. Now I just need to do the sleeves. Then I need to do the his like tunic thing and his pants. Well, that's bad. You see, if you ever wonder, oh, why does animation take so long, and why can't somebody finish an animation for me in a week or 2 weeks? This is why animation takes a lot of time, and it's usually because either they're in betweening or they're coloring. Those two are the longest phases in the animation process, like the in betweening phase and the coloring phase. It takes a long time. And like that's the wild thing is when I chose animation as my field, everyone told me like, "Oh, it's tedious and it's long." And I'm like, that's what makes it so fun. Is like because it's tedious and because you have to concentrate and like pay attention. Like that's what I love most about animation is the fact that it's tedious. Like it's moments like these when I'm really delving into my craft and doing the aspects of it that I love that I just get so swarmed and enthralled by it. Like honestly, I could animate for hours. I could honestly animate for hours if it were up to me. Like I would be animating and they wouldn't even have to charge me overtime because I just love it so much. Now, obviously, because of ethics reasons, they do have to give me like paid overtime. But like, shit, a few. I may even take a few files home and like do homework or some shit. Like that's how much I love animation. And so I guess what I'm really waiting for is someone to see my love and see my passion. I mean, I have 145 subscribers that see my love and my passion. And that's what I'm really thankful for. Like even if a studio may never pick me up, it's the fact that I have been able to garner an audience and garner a people that love my craft and enjoy watching me while I work. Like that is something that I truly love, truly appreciate and truly enjoy. And I like having these streams and telling you guys little secrets or little things about animation and how to animate faster and how to complete the job quicker. Little things that can help anybody. Like I have no other words to describe it. I'm just so happy and I'm enjoying this. I truly, truly love it. I could honestly go on for hours. And like it's a good thing it's Friday because Fridays are my longer streams because I have more time to do it. So be prepared to get a load of me. Took another sip of coffee. And I wonder if there's anything else for me to talk about. So next aspect I need to work on is his tunic. I think what I need to do is definitely hide this aspect, the front portion of the rail, so then I know what I'm coloring and I don't mess up, because it's kind of easy to mess up. You shouldn't go for messing up, but that's just a natural part of animation. And sometimes you mess up. That's why the eraser tool exists. Oh, Ralph Den, how can we make animated short stories for YouTube? I would say with making an animated short story, it is going to be a long process. It's best to have a storyboard, and you may want to. Okay, so with short stories, you can go two routes, which is animated stills. That's what Puffin Forest does. Like, he made animated shorts and he had like still frames and still images of his characters doing small quick actions, or he would have just small quickly painted, quickly sketched scenes and he would talk over them. But when you do that, the inflection in your voice and how you sort of emote is going to be the main driving force of those animated shorts, because you have to almost depend on your voice telling the story and your art just being a supplemental assist to that. Now with Jaden Animations and Odd Ones Out, like, they have, I would say Jaden Animations, Odd Ones Out, and I think, dang, what was his name? Not D'Angelo Wallace. There was actually this one guy who made like animated shorts. Like the best thing I remember from him was like, this is gonna sound nasty, but like he had like a slow heart rate from having intercourse, and like that's pretty much like the most that's the best story I can remember, because it was just so out there. So it was Jaden Animations, Odd Ones Out, Swoozy. He does animated content as well, and Dang, I forgot his name, and he was like a really good animator too. That's a dang shame. And essentially, those animation YouTubers, they do small segments of animation. Like they use a combination of still frames, tweens, and short animated segments. And it's definitely easier and you don't have to rely on your voice as much, though the inflections and sort of phrasing you use can help you with that. But essentially, it's either of those two ways, Ralph. You can either use still images, or you can do a bunch of, or you can just make a short animation that's based in little animation tricks and cheat codes to tell your story. But what you want to do is the quality of the story matters, not really how many you put out there. At least that's my personal philosophy, and that's what I believe is that you should really take your time with your animation, even if it's something simple or something quick. Is it just the quality of the story matters? And at the same time, what you also want to take into account is the fact that, dang, I done lost what I was gonna say. Like, I got an email that my East Carolina package is out for delivery. I had ordered some clothes from my college. I ordered a Coliseum shirt, and I also ordered a new pair of shorts. Dang. What was I saying? I was talking about, yes, animated shorts. What you need to understand is as you continue to animate, you animate faster and you sort of get into your own rhythm eventually, where you just, it's like lightning. Like you can shorthand, you can in between real fast, you can plan out your animations. It really just takes time to build up that skill and work ethic of getting faster at animation. Because one of the things I really, really struggled with was my pacing and how fast I could animate. But as I continued to especially work on this project, as I continued to work and do and get better, I just sort of got good at coloring. That's really all that happened. Is over time I got good at animating, I got good at coloring, and things were pretty good for me. And it's just a matter of time. Like that's one of my core beliefs is that when it comes to animation and the pace at which one and the pace at which someone animates, it's really just a matter of time. It's sort of like this combination of practice and it's a combination of practice and mindset, or like practice and I want to say age. Is just over time you just go through your art puberty, and you just get better at it. That's really all I can say is over time you just get better. Now, where is the issue here? Let's see. Dag nabbit. Okay, I need to fix this. Now then. Something is wrong. It might be the head. So let me hide this. Exactly. Okay. Let me just fill this. Then I'm going to press better. That was bothering me because it wasn't filling, and I was trying to finagle it, fix it some way to fill. Okay. Coming along nicely. Yeah, really, the only real issue I'm gonna have is scene 5, and that's really because of all the chairs I have to animate. Like, and what I somewhat dislike would be the fact that it's just not gonna be a good stream because y'all just gonna have to sit through me drawing each individual chair, or like I might try to copy paste something and sort of have like little slight alternative differences, but all in all, what I don't want to do is bore you guys. So like if you say, "No, we don't care," like have a stream where you just animate the chairs that you need, then I'll be fine, but like I'm not trying to y'all know what I'm trying to say. Now let's see here. I'm gonna have to clean this up. Disgusting. Okay. Let's see here. So first, Control Z. Then I'm going to use the eraser tool. Let's see here. It forgot to shift the color. Okay. I think that's good. So that's done coloring. What's next? Next thing would be the head. There are some things that need some fixing. Let me actually lock this real quick. This looks strange. I know it looks strange. It's supposed to because the animation is separated right now, meaning that there are different aspects of the body that are animated and drawn on different frames. So it's gonna look weird. It's gonna look nasty in some places or like undone, but trust the process, okay? Just trust the process. It's coming along nicely, I swear. Okay. This is coming along nicely. I need to fix those eyebrows, I know that's for sure. But for the most part, everything is coming along quite nicely. I'm about 2 hours into this stream, so let's see how far I can get. So I think the next thing I color is definitely gonna be the eyebrows. Those things are just bothering me so dang much. But first, I do need to shift my frames a little bit. Let's see this. Yeah, I need to move this behind the body. That looks good. Okay. Getting a bit tired, folks. Trying to keep going. Because honestly, for the rest of my day, more than likely what's going to happen is I'll probably end up. What was I about to say? Oh, yeah, for the rest of my day, like, I'll probably work on this animation and like another exercise intermittently. And then I'll just be chilling because I gotta go to work, go back to retail tomorrow. Ugh. I freaking hate it. freaking hate it. But you know what? It's all good, folks. It's okay. Everything gonna be okay. Let me just get this done. Let me just get this teaser trailer done so then I can work on my. Uh, let me just get this teaser trailer done so then I can work on my pilot. And then everything will be alright. At least I hope so. Yeah, it's that daggone eyebrow that's bothering me. So that's what I'm gonna work on now. The dang eyebrow. Let me make sure that everything is locked. So then when I go to the eyebrow, I can solely focus on that. So I'm gonna zoom in. Zoom in one more. Hmm. Okay, that's complete. I think the next thing for me to color and really work on is definitely the hair tie because it was sort of like a last minute addition to Ayo and his design, but it's definitely one of, if not my most favorite aspect about him. It's just something about the red. It really helps divide his character and divide his character design because there's a lot of purple and black, but that red hair tie does help with his design. It's something that helps him stand out. This is actually a lot of coloring. Ooh, dang, drop my portable charger. You don't want to break that. Honestly, I don't think I'm even close to done, but anyway, I don't want to keep you guys here long, and but I am almost done, so that's pretty good. Then I just have a few more things to iron out in the animation department. Got to work on the backgrounds, get some sound effects, maybe some music. And this teaser trailer is going to be up and posted. Before, I thought this was going to be done in December, but now, given my schedule, if I can, if I animate it off and on today, and before and after work, I do a little bit work here, a little work there, this might be done hopefully in another month or two. It really depends on just how much effort and time I can put into it. And the sketchbook that I've been working on has helped me because it's also helped me mentally iron out the mechanics of the world and how things work in the world. But anyway, like I said, I don't want to keep you guys here forever. You guys have better things to do, more important things to do. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys liked my talking here and there, me going over details and talking about different stuff. This was a nice stream. I really loved it. I really enjoyed it. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share even if you want to. I really love comments and I really look forward to comments because anything you have to say, any advice you give me, I enjoy it. I'll react to it. It's all good. I also have a Patreon and a Buy Me a Coffee. The descriptions for both are below, as well as on my main channel. Anyway, this has been Owoh's Corner, my own little corner of art, and I'll see you corner creeps in my next video or stream.